year. I love to celebrate all the little fun parts of each season as we get into them, and fall is hands down my favorite season of the year. And so I just wanted to do a little kickoff video before we get into a lot of lifestyle fall content coming up here. It's just going to be my regular life with fall touches thrown into the mix because I want to savor this time. I love it. It goes by so quickly, and before you know it, you're in the holiday season and then the winter coldness and everything. And so we're just going to soak it all in together. I like to call this series FALLIDAYS, and the next couple of videos will be kind of around that theme. And I also wanted to give you guys a life update because as we're shifting from summer into fall, I know fall's not quite here yet, but it's coming up, guys, like it or not. So I just want to kind of wrap up some things, discuss a few things, give a couple of recaps. And this is not really a sit down video. I've been vlogging and I have some things I want to show you, share with you. And at the end, I'll give a little bit of a pregnancy recap for those of you that would enjoy that kind of content. But I just finished decorating for fall. I did a very minimal fall decor. I have some beautiful candles in my shop if you guys are looking to buy amber candles for fall. They look so good this time of year. I decorate with amber candles all year. My living room really looks nice with those colors. But anyway, I just wanted to let you know that I have those on my website, and get them while you can. I'm drinking out of a corn cob mug, this is called. I can link it, it's from Amazon. It's from like recycled corn cobs, so what a perfect time of year. Every fall, I used to ride with my dad on the tractor, even when I was like 25. As he would harvest the corn. He only had like a couple acres, and so it wouldn't take that long. And I just have memories of things I was stressed out about and thinking about as like a 10-year-old doing that. And then as a 15, 20, anyway, I really enjoy that. He sadly no longer does the farming there. He has somebody else come in, but anyway, sorry, bunny trail, but I thought of that with the corn cob cup. I don't know if you feel like life feels like it picks up pace or if it slows down a little bit. I definitely think I try to make a conscious effort to maybe romanticize my life a little bit more and live in those fall moments, because a pumpkin whoopie pie just does not hit in February like it does in October. So you got to make the most of the season while you still have it. So I can't say I'm sad to see summer go, but I kind of am, just because with the school season and stuff, Evonnie going back, we'll talk about that in a little bit. Things definitely feel like there's a shift. We really lived up the last couple weeks of summer. We were at home, but we did a lot of little day trips. We went to Dutch Wonderland for a day and then also an evening. Our tickets included like 2 different time slots, and it was such a blast. The kids are such a good age. Josh and I did have to split up some because, you know, we have older kids and younger kids. I say that and they're like all really close in age, but yeah, Miller was not as tall. Evonnie and Fletcher, it was so fun. Fletcher was just so in the purple section, and so was Evonnie. And then Evonnie was solidly in that section. So they were both in the same height section, so that was fun for them. They got to ride some of the big kid roller coasters, and it was just a really good day. And we went, it was a high of 75, and it was just blissful, so beautiful. Perfect weather, even though it was a Saturday and there were some crowds. We made do. Miller took a nap right when I needed him to. I was just amazed. He went from like 100 miles an hour down to boom. He fell asleep in literally 30 seconds. There was no fussing or anything in between. And you guys know, like as a mom, that's such a gift. Nap times can be a little bit stressful, especially when you know your baby needs it. And I shouldn't even say baby, he literally is starting to look like a little toddler man in his little jeans and stuff now that it's getting cooler. I'm just not used to it. He's growing up so much. So I'm really excited to have another little baby to squish on the way. That will be nice. I can't believe I'm even saying that. I'm not a baby person at all, but I'm a baby person when it comes to my own babies. I love it. I just always want to have a baby around, right? We also went to a local baseball game. Our friends got tickets for us, and that was a lot of fun too. So I wanted to share a little bit of fall fashion just at the beginning of the season before we get into fall too much, just so you guys can kind of look at your wardrobes and maybe see the pieces that you already have and kind of think how you can put them together for fall. I think that's why I love fall fashion, because you can actually make different combinations. Whereas summertime, I just like to throw in a dress and go. It's not a lot of thought, you know, have a cute pair of sandals and a dress and you're golden. But for fall, you get to throw in the cardigans and the layers and choose between boots or sneakers and what do you want to do. So I had some fun pulling things out of my closet, trying things on. I actually pulled a bunch of stuff out that I put aside when it came to springtime, and I pulled it out, and literally probably 50% of it I passed on because I was like, I didn't wear it last season and it sure doesn't look appealing now. So I put it in a box to donate. But anyway, here are a few of the outfits that I pulled together this year. I will say there's kind of a mixture because I'm not really looking pregnant yet. I just look kind of chubby, and this phase is going to go on for a while. At least in my past pregnancies, I've just looked like postpartum to like 25 weeks, you know, and then I feel like I finally start to get a little bit rounder and whatever. So I know the awkward stage is going to be here for a long time, and so some of these outfits are for now, and some of them I think I'm going to be able to grow into. So I love black for fall and winter, and I've been seeing a lot of chunky cardigans on Pinterest, and I love how this year people are often styling them tucked in the front, and I think that's really cute. It's just another way of wearing a cardigan. That last one was not very bump friendly, but this one is going to be way cuter once I do have a bump. I just love it. A sleek black dress, sneakers, and a flannel shirt. You can't go wrong, and I feel like you can mix this up so many different ways. Here's another plaid shirt that I think looks cute with it as well. Got this one in the men's section at Walmart, actually. So this outfit here was something I would never have thought to put together, but I kept seeing it on Pinterest. A button-down dress with a cardigan thrown over top. So you could totally do this with whatever dress you have in your wardrobe. And I see that blazers are so popular. I keep ordering blazers. Like every fall I will order another one, and I'll always end up returning it. I feel like they're always just so boxy and long, but this one here I thrifted from ThredUp, and it is much smaller, much more petite and feminine, and I like it here with this slip dress. Again, if a blazer is not your style but you want something a little more feminine, these long sweaters with a lapel kind of have that same feel, you know, a little bit of like menswear but more feminine, and this outfit's gonna look so cute with a bump as well into the fall. This outfit I will not be able to wear much longer, but I do love it. Again, it's kind of that blazer inspired look, but it's with a vest, and it makes it a lot more feminine with the ruffles. And I kept seeing these giant pullovers that were just like huge and baggy tucked into midi skirts, and they looked really cute on Pinterest, so I thought I'd try it out. You tell me, did I pull it off? I'm not sure. I think I would be fiddling with this too much. It's just maybe a little too oversized in the top, I don't know, and I feel like I have no shape, so I feel like as I get larger I'm gonna hate it even more. Take your sundresses into fall, guys. If you have a pretty summer sundress, just layer it up like I did here. Wear a jean jacket, a leather jacket, and some sneakers, and you're gonna look really cute for fall. And I don't wear a lot of leopard. It feels very timeless, but also it can go really tacky really fast. But this is one shirt that I've kept around from Jelly Pop on Amazon. I will try to link it. It is honestly my favorite t-shirt. It just hangs so nicely, and the print is subtle enough that I still really like it. So I know we all have different styles, but hopefully that was helpful. Also, we just had our first day of school a little bit ago. Evonnie is going into first grade at a Mennonite Christian school, and Josh and I both had that same kind of schooling experience, and we loved it. And so I love everything about it except the price of tuition, which I was a school teacher, so they need their money. I mean, you can hardly pay a good teacher enough for all they invest into children. But I also don't love the schedule. Like, I would love if she could go to school, you know, just 3 days a week or something like that. But I did address this in a different video. I don't feel like there is a perfect solution for me. I just love my daughter, and I would love her to be home more. But I think we'll adjust and we'll get used to it. And I did it. Josh did it. We loved it. And I'm also excited about having other people influencing her in a good way. Like, I really trust her teacher this year, and even just being around adversity that comes from being around other children, I think is gonna be good as well. And honestly, children apply themselves so much, I would say better, but differently with an out-of-the-home teacher than they might for their mom. I've seen it firsthand, and so I definitely seen that with Evonnie as well. So I feel like she definitely is pouring herself into things, and I'm excited for her. If it all goes well, maybe we'll even start piano lessons and stuff, but first grade is definitely gonna be an adjustment. I just wanna chill and get used to the schedule first. it's 7:35 in the morning. Evonnie just got on the bus and my big sister's on the same bus as her and my little nephew. Anyway, my sister, who is in 11th grade this year, she sent me a Snapchat of Evonnie getting on the bus, and oh, I'm so happy for her. Like, I'm so excited for her, but I also could cry. I did not cry last year. I just know this is a much bigger change than going into kindergarten. Anyway, I'm gonna do some baking today. Last night I made my Dutch oven recipe. I like to make bread and then you let it sit on the counter all night to ferment. So I have one here that I used my own milled flour, some hard white wheat berries, so it's 50% white, 50% wheat, and then this one's all-purpose flour. And so I'm gonna make 2 of them in 2 different Dutch ovens, and we're gonna see how they turn out, because I know how this recipe's supposed to be, and so I'm trying to dial it in on my home ground freshly milled flour so I can get the ratios right, because you have to do more when it's freshly milled because it's much more fluffy and not as dense as the stuff you buy at the grocery store. So that's gonna be my project for today. I thought about making apple butter today too, but I want to have time to spend with the boys, and Evonnie will be back in a couple hours, so it's not going to be a very long day at all. But I'm going to push this down and get this in the oven, I think after the boys wake up. Still only 7:40 and I get them up at like 8:30. Write the numbers? Mm-hmm. Yep, okay. First of all though, please practice your pen control.
Lord is my shepherd.
I shall not want.
I shall not want.
Can you say it all together?
I can't say it all together.
The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want.
Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want.
Good job. You know what that means? It means like a shepherd leads his sheep and takes care of them, provides for them, and protects them. And the Lord is our shepherd, so God does that for us. He takes care of us and leads us and protects us and provides for us.
That boat
has a big ferry boat. You can drive a car on the ferry boat.
Wait, I want to see the big ferry boat. There!
Yep. Can you finish your name then? What about in here?
2 trucks.
2 trucks? 1 truck. What's that?
What?
What's this?
What?
What's this?
A cow.
Cows? Cows. Uh-oh, the bread's ready.
It's green.
Turn green, yeah. Find the matching number set. How many mice?
3.
Good job, you got. Okay, it's been a busy morning. We did a bunch of schoolwork and I did some housework and stuff like that, but the bread is out of the oven. You can hear the crust. This one is really pretty. I'm not gonna cut into this one because I already know how this one tastes. I have made this recipe before. I just left the rosemary out, and what I really want to know is how this one got. So I'm going to cut into this one. Time for a mid-morning snack. It's supposed to be crusty on the outside. That's why you put it in the Dutch oven. I love that crust. If you don't like a crusty bread, you're going to want to definitely find a different recipe. And it's supposed to be fluffy on the inside. So let's look here. Let's slice an actual slice. Okay, definitely looks done the whole way through. So that's encouraging. Okay, I'm gonna taste a little bite and then I'm gonna put some apple butter on it. Okay, it's good. It's not super duper flavorful. There was no honey or anything in it, so I'm gonna need to try to find a recipe for a Dutch oven that might take some sweetener or something, just something to flavor it up a little. Okay, let's put a little bit of apple butter on here, see how that is. It's a good base, but it's gonna need a little more zhuzh, I think. I may make this exact same recipe again and put cheddar and jalapeno in it. I think that would be really good. But I need to find a good base recipe that I can use my milled flour for. So what I did with the whole wheat one versus the white one was I added an extra cup of white flour. It actually has 4 cups of flour in it, where this one has 3, and it's still got the same exact density. So it's crazy how that works. Okay, now I have more confidence. Still not perfect. What do you have to say? You wish it was a longer day?
Yeah, but I'm gonna have to go to bed early again tonight.
Yeah, are you still kind of tired?
I didn't, Mom, guess what? We didn't have snack time.
You did have snack.
So
Oh, that's
I
okay.
ate all these.
On the bus. Anyway, so I still haven't hit the bread out of the park, but we're progressing, right? Anyway, I did hold it together until she got home from school. And she came home at lunchtime, we had lunch, and then maybe it's pregnancy hormones, I don't know, but I was upstairs folding laundry and just sobbing into the laundry, like bawling my eyes out. I could just picture like all my kids in school soon. And then I was like, well, if they're gonna be in school soon, I can totally picture them all being out of the house, and like it's just me and Josh, and I only have him to fold laundry for, and like I just lost it. Anyway, I still can feel that way sometimes, but I'm gonna blame it on hormones. And also change. I hate change. I hate it, even good change. But I know that she loves it, and there'll be parts of school that are hard and parts of school that are so rewarding and fulfilling and fun and exciting, and she'll have core memories for the rest of her life. So anyway, just wanted to share that real mom moments. It's okay to feel unsure about things like that, and maybe you made a decision for this school year with your kids and you're still not 100% sure about it. I feel you know, and you can just pray and trust God and take it one year at a time, right? So Josh loves golfing, and him and I always have these discussions about hobbies, and he's like, Megan, you should find something, you should find a hobby, what do you want to do? You need an afternoon off, or like whatever. And I can never really think of anything. Raise your hand if you're a mom like that, like you don't have a specific hobby like golfing or softball or something like guys might have. And so I just wanted to take you along on what happened 4 days ago. Okay, some of you guys are gonna roll your eyes, but some of you moms are gonna get it. So today I am on the road. It's like a Megan day. I'm so excited. Josh is actually working from home today, so he's with the kids. That is good. Anyway, I just stopped at a bagel place and I got myself that's a vanilla iced latte. And I got a ham and cheese bagel on Asiago. Oh, it looks so good. It's like a New York style one, so like nice and chewy. Anyway, Josh is doing golf tournaments this fall. 'Tis the season. It's like beautiful weather for it and everything. And he's always telling me that I need to go find something to do for fun for me. And I can never really think of anything, but I finally did. Actually, I'm going down towards Philly, and it's just me. I didn't even invite a friend along or anything because I don't really know how my day's gonna go for sure. And you know what? I think it's fun to do a little solo thing once in a while. Like I said, Josh is with the kids, so there's no mom guilt or anything. First, I'm gonna stop at Once Upon a Child and try to get my fall wardrobes together for my 2 boys. I went through everything yesterday, and they're good to go mostly on jeans, but they need a lot of shirts and stuff yet. So I am gonna round out their wardrobe, and whatever I can't find there, I'm just gonna order new online probably and just get it all done right before we get into the fall season. And then since there's a Trader Joe's in the area, I want to stop in there and get some of their fun fall flavored things. And there's always a couple staples I pick up whenever I get to go to a Trader Joe's. Like I said, the closest one is like 45 minutes away, so it doesn't happen very often, but I don't know. Let me know down below how fun on a scale of 1 to 5 does that sound? I don't know, maybe I'm overly excited, but I was just thrilled when Josh said that he was gonna make it happen, and it's productive, but it's also super fun. So maybe that just means I'm an adult now, that I'm excited to go thrifting and grocery shopping. But I know there's a few of you out there who get it. Like turning on a podcast, driving by myself down the turnpike, I got my coffee in hand. It's gonna be good. I'm excited. Okay, that was successful. Almost an hour later, and I'm back out. I spent $71. This trip was for the boys mostly because I took care of Evonnie stuff right before school started. But I did pick her up some sunglasses. Oh, they're just too cute. And I did find one shirt for her for winter to go with her skirts. It was only $2.50. I couldn't leave it there. I love that print. Anyway, so, and then I did get her princess costume. Yeah. She will be so delighted with me. She loves to dress up in princess costumes and have her friends dress up in princess costumes. Anyway, I will put here on the screen what I found for the boys, but I was so happy with my system. I have been doing this for a little bit now. I just don't have a ton of time to be like going to a garage sale. To be honest, I would have had time this spring/summer, but I can't take naps in the stage of life I'm in, and with being pregnant, I was so tired this first bunch of weeks, and so I just slept in. I didn't get up in the mornings on Saturdays and go garage sailing like I normally do, and so I really did not go into this fall season with a lot of things, but I was actually surprised how much I had when I pulled out just the things I'd collected over the years, or the hand-me-downs from Fletcher to Miller. But yeah, like I said, a lot of their shirts. I need a lot of shirts for them. I was impressed. There was a lot in the 4T, 5T section, but then Miller's section, the 18-month 2T, was very slim pickings. I was shocked. It's usually the other way around for sure. But anyway, I did find them a few matching outfits, and I try to stay away from graphic tees for myself. I just don't really like them. Pictures, I don't like them. It like stands out and whatever. But the boys, especially Fletcher's at the age where he appreciates a good graphic, so I did get him like one, I believe. But I was very happy with my system this year. So I like to do one-stop shop every spring and every fall and try to get everything for the next 2 seasons, fall, winter, you know. I will probably supplement a little bit around Christmas time. It always seems like we need some special occasion outfit here or there somewhere. So I'm not saying this is all they're having, but I try to have each about 10 outfits, and most of them I like them to be semi-nice, that we can go away in them or even to church in them. And then there's a few that are just more, you know, for play clothes or going on a play date, things like that. But I like to keep it like a good 50-50 mix, I would say, just because we do go away so often, and I feel like it's okay to be a little dressed up to play. I mean, as long as it's very comfortable. There's nothing wrong with looking presentable, even if you're not doing anything super duper special. So that's kind of how I've done it. And I just feel like if I end up buying my kids some ratty, crazy graphic tees for play, then that's all they want to wear all the time. When you go to a place like Once Upon a Child, it's almost like shopping. I had such a good system. I went in there, I had my list of the things I needed. I need a shirt to go with green pants, a shirt to go with tan pants, you know, a shirt to go with burgundy pants, all that stuff. And then I had pictures. And so since I did most of the work yesterday, shopping in here was just like a breeze. Plus I didn't have kids along, so that's wonderful too. But anyway, I'm happy. We're done for this season. It feels awesome to check that off the list. I don't know. I have some friends that are just so good at collecting throughout the seasons, and I feel like for me, I'm just not. And it's okay. It's not the stage of life I'm in. I was gonna just buy new, whatever I couldn't find here, but I found it all. So we're good to go. And most of these things I made sure looked brand new. And I was just in there thinking, wow, all these people are just like giving away brand new clothes and stuff pretty much. And then I was like, you know what? Shopping for kids is hard, and I do the same thing sometimes, or I used to. Now I'm pretty minimal, but I used to buy too much clothes for my kids, and then they would get to the end of the season and you realize, oh, they never even wore this. Well, what do you do with it? You consign it. And so that's why these consignment stores are so nice for us moms. We can kind of like share around and have somebody else benefit from our mistake. So yeah, I think that's something that as a new mom I was not very good at, knowing what quantity of things I would need for each season. And as I'm getting more experienced, things are going better, and I feel like I'm getting more successful in that department. Although Josh would argue, he's always like, the kids need PJs or whatever, go spend some money. And I'll be like, but I've got all that already. I'm still not perfect, but I feel like I definitely have come a long way, that's for sure. And shout out to Sam. I ran into Sam in there, and she was giving me coffee recommendations, and yeah, she just seemed like a very sweet follower, subscriber. I love when you guys say hi. It never gets old. It's so fun to see faces. Okay, I am back, and it was a very successful Trader Joe's haul, except they didn't have a lot of other fall items out, which is kind of a bummer, but at the same time, I have so many good fall recipes, and I usually end up buying a few things from there that are like pumpkin or apple flavored, and then we just don't really eat them. If we're gonna eat the calories, it might as well be off the homemade stuff, you know? Anyway, I have everything out here, and I'll quickly go through the freezer stuff so I can get it in the freezer. My kids and I love their chicken fried rice, so I actually got 3 of them for the freezer when we're in a pinch. Make sure you get the chicken one, because then it's like a complete meal. My kids don't love their orange chicken, which is such a bummer because I love it, but I decided to try the teriyaki version, see if they like that better. I don't know. It's just nice for a quick fast meal, but this is definitely like something I get every time because they love it. I got some mini bagels mostly to go with this. I wanted to try this out. It looks like it's a cream cheese based spread, and it looks so delicious with the Parmesan and garlic and everything. I always get a block of unexpected cheddar. It's like a very tart cheddar. Almost tastes a little bit like Parmesan. It's so, so good. These, the packaging got me. Maybe I'll have to get Josh to come up here and try them. It looks like something he would love. And then I got some fruit just for breakfast and things like that. Pomegranate seeds. I usually only buy them during pomegranate season, but I was craving them, so got some of them. And this is just frozen mango, but look at that packaging. I love it. Their balsamic vinaigrette I have yet to try, and I thought it looked good, so I got that. And I always like to try at least one of their pasta sauces. This time I went with the bolognese, or however you're supposed to say that. I tried one of their soups before and it was good, so I decided to try their tomato soup. I'm the only one who likes it, so this is a great portion size. Some fruit and vegetable wash. Love the packaging again. I tried this on the way home and it tastes right like it came from a grapefruit, so if you don't like sour things, you're not gonna like this, but personally, I love it. This is a fall item. I love the colors and the kids are gonna get a kick out of it, but I wanna know if it actually tastes good. But I feel like this with some unexpected cheddar grated on top and the bolognese sauce, it's gonna be really good. This is always regulars too. I get their milk chocolate and their dark. Josh likes when I get their milk chocolate with nuts. I did not do that this time. This will be mostly for baking. It's fun to make desserts more fancy with, instead of using chocolate chips, actually chopping up your own chocolate chunks. I tried these on the way home. They taste pretty much like normal, I would say. Chocolate covered peanuts. These I keep in my diaper bag for emergencies when we're like at the doctor's office or waiting in line somewhere and it's just taking forever and my kids are about to lose it. This is a really nice thing to keep on hand. It has a really long shelf life and everything. More candy. I don't know, it must be just like the fruity part of me. I'm not usually a fruit girl. I'm usually all over the chocolate, but these look good. And I often get these when I go. I go like twice a year, guys. But they're so soft. The texture is amazing. And they're a little bit like Swedish fish, but way better. I wouldn't say I really like Swedish fish. And I need some gum in my car for on the way to church. I always chew it and then spit it out when we get there. But I ran out, so we'll try Trader Joe's version. Okay, their cereal packaging got me. We do cereal Sunday mornings, and that's it pretty much. This one just looks so cute. I was like, oh my goodness, Evonnie's gonna love that. But I don't have high hopes for how good it's gonna taste. My kids are not super picky though, so we'll see. And I tried this on the way home too, and honestly, it tasted like a cardboard box. I thought maybe it would taste like a healthier version of Reese's Puffs or something, but it just doesn't have that much flavor. But you know what? I think the kids will like it. And instead of 17 grams of sugar, like a lot of cereal, it has 6. And then I just got a pancake mix. I have my own waffle recipe I love to make, but sometimes pancakes are great to just whip up in a pinch. So there is my $109 Trader Joe's haul. Again, I did not go in with a list because I go to Trader Joe's so rarely that I just like to go in and see what speaks to me. And a lot of these things are like pantry items or freezer items that can keep for a long time, so there's no rush. It's not like I meal planned around any of this stuff. This is all extras. Oops. Just realized I forgot to point out I got the chili onion crunch, like the name brand version that's everywhere. Just adding like a teaspoon of this to your pasta is really good. Asian pasta though, not like the Italian stuff. So yeah, anxious to see how this holds up to the Walmart version I have. Did you taste anything?
Oh boy.
Does nothing look good to you?
You have any candy?
Oh, this is the candy section. But I thought maybe we could try these.
Ooh, yeah, root beer float bars.
Just do one between the two of us. I just want like a bite. Yeah, this packaging is so cute. Do you lick or bite? I'm gonna bite.
It's too cold to bite. That's good.
Yeah. I would say it tastes authentic. That's for washing vegetables.
Why can't you just wash it with water like
I
normal
don't know.
people?
Well, normal people in the back in the olden days didn't have pesticides all over. Now there's pesticides and everything. Not Swedish fish. Scandinavian swimmers. It's the dumbest name. Oh, I forgot to show you guys. These. I'm gonna put these in the freezer and like I think this would be a fun like bedtime snack when the kids are in bed. Anyway, if you have any favorite Trader Joe fall items, let us know down in the comments. I would highly recommend their speculous cookie butter, either the crunchy or the creamy version with apples. Like I always like to have that on stock over apple season in the fall, and I actually happen to have some in my pantry from before. That's why I didn't get it this time, but that is so good, especially with a nice crisp tart apple. But I encourage you, if you think of something that would rejuvenate you, it might not be a whole morning like that. Maybe it is even a mix of productivity and relaxing at the same time. I feel like us moms, if we can make it a little bit productive, we also feel a little less guilty about it. I don't know why, that is how we are. But yeah, I encourage you to take it. Your husband would probably love to, you know, give you a little break on a Saturday morning. Something that Evonnie and I are trying to do. We've only done it once so far, but as the school year goes on, I'm hoping to continue it, is just to have 1 hour of time, me and her, on Saturdays. I don't know what we'll do. This past time we went garage sailing and then got a hot chocolate and I got a soup at a local coffee shop, and it was super fun. But something simple like that, I would love to just build in every week. And so I think me and Evonnie doing that on Saturdays that we're home is just gonna be so nice. So I don't know, maybe that just made you feel angry and discontent in your situation in life, but I know a lot of us moms do have the opportunity to take some time for ourselves once in a while. We just don't. So there's your little nudge. It's fall. Don't let it pass you by without enjoying a few things from it. And if your idea of fun is clothes shopping and grocery shopping, you're not alone. Before I give you my fall bucket list for the year, I thought we could go over my pregnancy so far. When this video comes out, I will, Lord willing, be 18 weeks along, so getting close to the 20-week ultrasound, which I always dread so much. I don't know, it just hangs over me. It's exciting once it's over with, but I don't look forward to it. It's just, anyway. But so far in my second trimester, this is my 4th pregnancy, 4th child, I'm still tired. I can feel it going away a little bit, and I think it might also be with getting up earlier. I'm actually feeling more energized, which is ridiculous. My first trimester, I was just, felt like I got hit by a train. I was so tired all the time. Other than that, can't complain at all. No barfing or even queasiness really. But since I can't take naps, that's when I edit. It just doesn't work. If I want to keep my life going and YouTube going, I gotta do the side hustle while the kids are napping. So my coping mechanism was to sleep in. So I would be getting up at like 8 or 8:30 sometimes. It was pretty pathetic, but hey, I'm growing a baby, it's fine. I don't regret it at all, but I definitely feel like I'm getting some of that energy back, but I'm still tired. Like, I'm still not 100% yet. My skin isn't very nice at all, which, don't tell me it's a girl. I hope it's a girl. Like, I'll be honest and say we're hoping for a girl for Evonnie's sake, but it's like my mom says, don't ever pray for a specific gender. God knows best. He knows how he wants to shape your family. So anyway, Evonnie prays for a sister every night. But anyway, I know bad skin is supposedly you're having a girl, but I had bad skin with all 3 of my other pregnancies to varying degrees in the first trimester, and I'm in my second trimester and it's still not cleared up, so we'll see if it does. And maybe it is a girl, who knows. I haven't been having too many crazy cravings, except for one night I was laying in bed and I don't know, so I saw somebody in a reel making mac and cheese and I just had to have mac and cheese. And Josh was doing packaging for Fox Sparrow down in the basement. I texted him, I said, can I have mac and cheese from Wawa, like right now? And he said, I'm on it. And he left and went and got me mac and cheese. I kid you not. He didn't even get anything for himself. He like went down the road, got me the mac and cheese. And I literally, I'm so ashamed, I ate it in bed while I was reading my book. I just have to put that in here for memory's sake. That's ridiculous. Like, that's so odd. I don't remember that ever happening before. But my sister-in-law, she's pregnant. That's another thing. My sister-in-law, Josh's sister, is having a baby the same, like, she'll probably have her baby before me, actually, because I always go late and she always goes early. So 2 February cousins at the same time, and we both want a girl. But she has 3 boys already, so she calls dibs. Anyway, so the mac and cheese story is a little pathetic, I acknowledge. But I haven't had too many cravings except for lots of fruits and things like that. Juices, fresh things. 'Tis the season, I guess, too. Summer, fall, you know. Chocolate and coffee don't have the same appeal that they once did, which is normal. I was gonna make a coffee drink and sit here and drink it and talk with you all, but I was making apple pie right before I sat down here, and I was like not in the mood for a coffee anyway. So I was like, you guys will understand. There's so much other drinks inspo in my other videos, which brings me to my fall bucket list. I want to make a coffee drink with a really good pumpkin cream cold foam on top. I've already figured it out. It was so delicious. So I'll have to share that with you soon. I can put my whole bucket list here on the side. These are just things that I would love to not have me miss out on this fall, because if I miss out on them, then it's not gonna happen till the next fall, you know? So it's not like they have to happen, but these are kind of things on my list that I would love to do. And some of them I'll just point out. I would love to make apple pie fry pies. I make a really good apple pie. Check out the recipe on my website. It is so good, meganfoxunlocked.com/apple pie. You will love it too. I actually made 4 of them today, 2 for tonight and 2 for tomorrow. Josh's family is coming over tonight we have a get together. So anyway, love apple pies this time of year. Frozen apple cider is so good. Like, put it in the freezer till it's half frozen and get it out while it's slushy. Oh, yum. I want to make supper in a pumpkin. My mom has a really good recipe that she found. I think it's like super old, but you make this rice sausage mixture in a pumpkin and bake it, and then you can flake off the sides of the pumpkin into the dish, and it gets all creamy and so delicious. The kids don't even know that there's pumpkin in it, but I don't know. It's really fun and pretty to serve in a pumpkin. So I'd love to do that. Maybe I'll take you along for it in a video. I want to walk around in Lidditz. It's this really cute town with beautiful, beautiful trees in the spring, and I think it's also pretty in the fall, so I want to go there. I have buy or sew something plaid. I actually have 3 plaid shirts now, so maybe I won't after all. I would love to sew like a plaid skirt, but I'm afraid it will look like a kilt. Like, you gotta be careful. A plaid skirt. I used to have a green and brown plaid skirt with like brown buttons, and I wore it all the time when I was in 10th grade. I loved it so much. So maybe a more sophisticated version of that, but we shall see. And I have one here, I'll end with this one. I want to launch a clothing collection, which is about to happen. It's so close, so soon, so stay tuned. I will have to try everything on for you. I've been working with Inherit Clothing Company for a year and a half to get this clothing line off the ground, and I'm so thrilled that it's almost ready for you all. Guys, you're gonna love it. At least I hope you do. Maybe we don't have the same clothing style, but I feel like at least 1 or 2 pieces you guys are gonna love, and even if you don't buy anything, I'm gonna have so much fun sharing it with you all. So that will be coming in a video very soon, so stay tuned. I'll put a link down below that you can click on so that you get notified when it is live, because, you know, I know last year we sold out of a couple pieces like right away, and then other ones hung around for a while. So yeah, you never know. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed coming along on this little life update and the start of FALLIDAYS. I invite you to come along with me on the videos coming up here in the future. I have so many fun things planned, and yeah, just a lot of exciting things. It's a beautiful season of life, beautiful season of the year, and I'm glad that we get to share it together. So let me know down below something that you would like to do in the upcoming 3 months, let's say. I'd love to hear. Thanks for being here. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.